Cold one out. We're back in single digits in Minnesota here. The frozen wasteland of Minnesota, at least for a few months. This is the end of February, and we can get snow, we can get warm, we can get anything. Right now, we've got cold. Back to the Honda. Last I left you guys, I had just gotten a few phone calls. We knew where the Honda had been towed to Safford, Arizona, and that was it. That's all I knew. Didn't know if the car was going to get totaled or a new transmission or anything like that. Well, the insurance company got the car towed from Safford into Mesa to Superstition Springs Honda. They turned out to be a really good dealership. They took good care of me, took good care of my car, actually. I dealt with the service writer named Jason. Jason went over and above. I think I did 99% of my communication with him until I met him over text. One great thing I got him to do was pop into the trunk. I have my organizer, and in there I did have some food in some small, similar to Tupperware containers, and one of the containers, or two of the containers, did have some tuna fish in there. So I did get him to just go in there and just throw it all away. That saved any biohazards for the future. And then when I picked it up, there weren't any crazy smells. I did have some water that was still left in that thing. That shows that that thing is watertight. The organizer that I had, at least. Well, one of the things that delayed everything was they didn't have any keys. That just probably made it a little tougher for all the towing, but they got it done. But before they could start working on it at the dealership, it was a little over $500 to cut a couple new keys or wait an additional 5 or 6 days for me to mail them on in. That turned into kind of a tough deal on itself. I tried to mail a key at the post office, and they won't take it because it goes on planes that aren't theirs, they said, so they can't have anything with batteries in it. So I had to find another way to mail it out there and get it to the dealership. Once I got the car in and the keys, they were able to throw it up on a rack, and lo and behold, the only thing wrong with the car was the transmission pan had a hole in it the size of about a nickel. That's what caused all my problem. I think that hole in the pan probably just squirted it all out. And then from what they told me, all the sensors and everything they have in the transmission are designed, when it runs down that low, it just shut the transmission off. It put it into a safe mode so that it can't grenade itself. And that's where I just coasted to the pull-off spot that I did. Well, they were able to put a new pan on it, new bolts, new drain plug, and they nailed my insurance company pretty hard for all that. Yet the tow job, I think, was twice as much as the actual repair still. Jason finally gave me the call and said the car's done. I flew on out to the Phoenix area again. Got to spend a few days with my dad, see a couple old friends, pick up the car. I drove it around for a couple days, and then it was a little scary knowing, the last time I'd had anything to do with the car on a road trip. But right from there, jumped in the car and drove about 1,800 miles home without a problem. And I've been driving it ever since. I've had one oil change. And I took the car into an independent shop to have the oil change, because what happens here in Minnesota in the winter is your car picks up snow. Your snow is usually some dirty, nasty stuff. And as it melts all over your garage floor, it's dry now, which is nice, but it leaves this really nasty dirt, and there's no way I'm crawling around on the floor right now. I'll have to wait till spring. I'll get in there with my power washer, clean it up, and then I can get back under the car and work on stuff myself. I've got more planned for the car. We're going to have some fun with it, and we're only a few weeks away from spring. It doesn't look like it right now, but it is.